These windows are getting broken into all over the world. People are going around with scanners looking for electronics, computers inside that are using Bluetooth technology. So they're targeting our cars. And we've got a great product that we want to introduce to protect it. This is Clearplex. This is a crystal clear, super translucent windshield protection film. We've been installing them for years here at RPM Tesla. You can see how when you have glass coated with this 4 mil thick material, it impedes breaking, cracking, chipping, and this is going to be a great theft deterrent for any criminal that tries to break into your car. So let's tell you a little bit more about it. Hey, it's Mark. All right, we're going to do the install now for the Model 3 and Model S rear corner window protection kit. So let's take a look at what you're going to get. We wanted to make this video showing you exactly what you get when you open your package so you understand everything. First thing is we've given you a super soft rubber squeegee. This is really going to help to get all the air bubbles out. We're also giving you a magic eraser. This is going to help us clean it so we don't have to use alcohol. And lastly, you're going to get some soap concentrate. So you're going to mix the contents of this Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo with 32 ounces of water, and you'll have a water bottle with a little bit of soapy to it. So you'll smell it. You'll know there's baby shampoo inside, but this is going to help us to install it. And again, please do not use alcohol and remove any ceramic coating from the window. Now let's talk about cleaning and preparation. So on the back corner windows, many people have had issues putting our product on and having bubbles come up the next day. So that's why we are including this magic eraser. The magic eraser takes off any nano-ceramic coatings. It also removes any alcohol debris that could be there. So we're gonna use this and our soap and water to clean it. So all you're gonna need to do is have a rag to do some wiping off, checking for loose debris, and then you might need a heat gun or a hair dryer. This we'll use at the very end just to work any little bubbles off. So let's get to it. So take out your eraser, and don't forget your 20% off your next order RPM Tesla card. But let's take a look now and get started. So the first thing you want to do is this window has to be clean. And let's get any loose debris off this thing. It's really, really, really important. So this is a completely invisible installation. So we recommend getting it wet and using the magic eraser. This really helps prep it, almost like we're going to put like a tint on the window. And once you clean that good, we recommend you open the door. And once you open the door, this is a hidden area that no thief is able to get to. So this is where you could peel it off if you ever wanted to take it off one day. But they won't be able to unless your door's open, and if your door's open, your alarm will ring. So clean it good with the magic eraser and wipe it off, okay? Get it real dry, make sure there's no dust, and make sure you're indoors, please. We don't want anything getting underneath it. You want it to look crystal clear and invisible. So I think we're good to go. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna spray this on again, and then we're gonna put the piece of the Matico material on. So let's go back over here, and now we have our squeegee and our bottle of water. And again, we're gonna look for the left side or the passenger side, which is obviously the one underneath. And it's easy to tell because you just match it up to the cutout with the leg on this side. So again, you could have debris or anything coming off that paper. So we don't want to risk any of that. You want to make sure everything is cleaned off nicely. You don't want to peel this back and have a speck of dust get on the window or get on the underneath side of the Clearplex. So again, now also everyone, we want to point out we are trimming these and weeding these completely. So as soon as you pull this up and remove it, you want to get it on the window as soon as possible without having time for dust to settle on it. And you also want to have wet fingers because you don't want to peel this back and touch it with a finger that could put a fingerprint on it. So we suggest starting over here on the table again, and get your hands a little wet. Just put the soap solution on it, and then come back to the car, and we're gonna get the window coated, and we're gonna glide it right into place. So we're gonna remove this, we're gonna slide it all the way into the corner. We're gonna make sure we're squared up on this edge perfect. The corner will line up perfect. And then we're gonna squeegee it down and lock it in place, and then just work out all the water. So get it a little wet and peel back the left side and remove it completely and spray the solution on it. Now you can handle it, there's no issues. And then take it, slide it right in place. So let it hang over that edge a little bit. And if your fingers are dry, it should slide good. And you want to get it right into the corner. Once this corner is all lined up with the plastic window trim, there's nowhere for it to go. And you want to watch this line here. You don't want to be on that side. You don't want to be on this side. You want to be perfect with the edge of the glass. So in case a criminal is trying to break in, he could peel it off. So we don't want anyone to know it's there. So watch this edge. That is key. Once you're in place and you're ready to anchor, and you check all your corners with the bright light, come back with more water. We need more water on top so we can push the water out from underneath without moving the piece of Clearplex. So keep getting it wet and keep squeegeeing it on the top, and that's gonna push the water out. Now I like to take the strokes towards the corner. I don't want to go away in case it drags it and moves it. Right now this is pinned in this corner, so it's very nice and it's not moving. Don't let it dry out. Your squeegee dries out, you can move the whole piece and then you'll be starting over, but that's not the end of the world. Now for the first time I'm on the right side. I'm squeegeeing downward, keeping it wet, because remember, we're pushing the water out from underneath and getting rid of any air pockets. All right, I'm really happy with this. I don't see any soap or anything drying underneath. And again, don't make your solution too strong. And it's just to let it slip around when you're putting it on. Okay, now I'm going to take my first attempt at drawing it. I'm checking this edge. There's nothing hanging over the edge. They won't be able to peel it off. And then with your clean microfiber again, I'll start right here and we'll just dry it nice and gentle. Just get it nice and clean. So at this point, you're looking for water trapped underneath or air bubbles. If you don't see any, then you leave it alone. But if you see a little bit of trapped water here, like see right here, I'm gonna put a little bit on the window and push it up because I want a perfect installation, just like our customers do. That's why this pattern is so important, to be exactly on the money, because you don't want someone noticing something on here and digging at it and peeling it off. You want them to try to pop it, it makes the mark, and they move on to the next car because that window didn't break for some reason. This works. All right. So right now, looking at it again, let's look at all the edges up close and see if we see anything. Okay, I see a little bit still stuck in there. Now it looks like it's gone. So what we're gonna do is tomorrow morning, we're going to check this vehicle after it's mostly dried out. It does take many hours and many days sometimes to completely dry, but the water will dry. So don't worry if you have any water underneath the layer. It's air bubbles. You don't want to leave air bubbles. And again, tomorrow, when we continue this video, we're going to show you how to deal with any air bubbles, because nobody's perfect. And that's why we're going to use a heat gun, because the heat gun activates and softens the adhesive layer. So you'll notice that it's a lot of tinters and a lot of Clearbra installers always heat everything up. It kind of reactivates the adhesive layer underneath, softens it, makes it grab, helps the final bonding. And then if we get any water or air bubbles, tomorrow, we're going to show you how to deal with them. But basically, you're just going to press on them, hold them down, and warm that window up. And then let it sit in the garage or outside tonight. And if you have any issues, don't be afraid to loosen the edge up from down here that you can't do when the door is closed, and peel it up, clean it off with more soap only, and reinstall it. All right, that's part one. We're going to pick this up tomorrow. My advice to you is don't mess with it anymore. If it looks this good, leave it alone. If we have any air bubbles showing up tomorrow or any tiny little air pockets, we're going to deal with them one at a time. And I think this might be one here, but it could be water. So again, once you try to push all the water beading out and you can't get any more out, leave it alone and check it out in the morning. And hopefully we'll have no issues and it'll look crystal clear, just like my back window right here. So if you were a criminal and you were trying to get in this car with these heavy tinted windows, you're not going to get through this one. That's for sure. Thank you, and we're going to pick it up tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day and everything's looking good. We still got a little bit of water to dry out. The edges seem good, but again, if you notice any little air or any spots like this and you want to tack it down, just use a little heat. Everything's looking great. Again, right here. And we have our invisible door protection installed. Thanks again. One day after drying, you can see how this invisible window protection film is so thick, yet it's crystal clear. It's almost impossible to pick out even under this bright fluorescent light. And again, we also want to note that the back door molding does close over this line. So again, we made the pattern come all the way to the bottom edge, giving you the greatest protection, and also to make it invisible. And now we're going to try to see if we can break this window with the Clearplex installed over the front of it. Okay, so on the glass, same glass with the same protective film on it, you can see it's not shattering, it's not breaking. Thieves are not going to get through it. Now, let's take a look at the same glass we used in our video. And you can see on a flat surface, using the same window breaker, we pounded on it. It didn't break it, but let's do it the way it's designed. Put it down quietly. You sneak up to the car, you hold it down, crack, crack. They're not getting in your car. The RPM corner window protection kit works. Thanks again. Give it a shot, and it might save you a lot of headache and a lot of time. Nothing is breaking. Again, Clearplex by Matico. This stuff works. Now we're ready to do the brake test. Now again, we have two Model 3 windows we purchased, and we have the Matico film attached to each. And we actually are going to trim them really nice like this, so they're really easy to put on. We're not going to leave them on a sheet form, and you'll simply wet them down like we showed you earlier, install them. But right now, let's get to the brake test. So today we're going to start with this passenger side window, or driver's side window, excuse me. And it's cleaned up real nice, and we're going to try to break it. Now, the glass is very thin, but the 40 mil thick Matico film really makes a difference, and we're going to show you how much of a difference. So let's start over at the assault table. Check this out. These are the weapons of choice today. We're going to start with wooden handles, 2x4, a flat hammer, and if we make it all the way to the pipe wrench, we're going to try that. This also is commonly known as a window breaker. This is part of the Matico set that we use in our lobby, and it's really good because it dampens and shatters things. So this is probably a professional thief tool they may use to pop those windows, because they can hit it so easy and crack it. So we don't have any nunchucks, but we're going to start with the wooden handles, and we're really going to hit it good. So let's get over here and start with number one. So this is just a regular wooden handle. If you were trying this on the side of your car, it might shatter it, it might chip it, but with this on here, we're getting nothing. So let's try the next one. All right, get rid of the handle, and let's go to the 2x4 or 2x6. There's a funny story behind this one, but we don't have time for that right now, but it relates to this. Anyway, let's get started. So let's just take it and whack it. Now, it is jumping up in the air. This is dampening it slightly. But there's no damage to the window. It's taking a lot of shock and a lot of force. And the film cleans up perfectly. So these are the non-sharp pieces. Let's get next over to the hammer. Now the hammer here doesn't have a point. It's flat. But we still want to show people that if an amateur is pounding on it, it's not cracking it. So it's not even marking it. But an abrasive sharp point will probably put a chip in it or small marks in it like that. So let's go to the window breaker. Now this is, again, is our demo that Matico gives us to show people what happens. It's not breaking. It is marking it, so you can buy a single replacement if someone tries to break into your car like this. I'll move over here a little bit better. All right, let's move on to the pipe wrench, since we're having such great results, and then we're really going to try to break it. Now this is a forged steel pipe wrench, and this is very heavy, and I'm going to use this side, which is the hardest hardened steel part. Again, no damage to the window, simply to the film itself. We're also going to try a window breaker. Now, a lot of people keep these in their glove boxes. This is a way to break the window if you're ever trapped in your car underwater. Again, same results. Marking it up, but not shattering it. Again, we're really happy with this, but we want to see what it's really going to take to break it. So before we do that, let's show you how the film protected the window. So if you simply peel this off, the window has no chips in it, no marks in it, and the Matico film simply prevented it from being broken. Now if I was to hit this with this hammer, it's going to shatter it. But we think this is the only solution to the ongoing theft problem without having some big ugly louvers covering the window. Invisible glass protection. So let's try one more test with the other window. And Let's see if we can really damage it. Again, 2 professional window breaking tools right here, and I'm really gonna try. This thing is awesome. Look at that. No cracked glass. Matico film, RPM's rear corner panel, crack protection film. This is going to be a great hit, and we hope it saves a lot of people from getting their computers stolen out of their car. Okay, good.